Okay guys, so now we're gonna start the russet potatoes and just throw them on the chopboard, and this way you can see how I season them. Very simple. I had to wait for them bad boys to cool down, okay? So here you have it, or the slices cooked to perfection. Okay, and you definitely want to wait till they're, you see a little steam coming out. I can hold it tightly so you can see they're not hot, just because you want to make sure when the heat is on the potatoes just a little bit, when you add those seasonings, they tend to stick a little better. So that's good. All right, so I'm going to bring you a little down so we can focus on here real quick again. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just throw these bad boys on top of here. So pretty, as you see. And let me tell you something. The Spam is cooked to perfection. Just want you to take a look at that. Nice and toasty. I made sure I damped them a little bit to make sure all that extra salt and oil is out. I also quick wanted to show you. Right there for a minute. I want to show you when this simmered down. This is what it looks like. Simmered down, all beautiful. Look at all those flavors. Getting ready to throw in that soy sauce into the rice, and you'll see how I mix that last, okay? So that's cooked to perfection as well. All right, and I want you to take a quick look at my rice over here. I still have it at a very, very low heat, okay? But I'm going to do the brave thing like I always do. And that's what that rice looks like. A nice, with that paprika in there, so pretty. Looking really good. Almost done. So that is the rice, y'all. So we're about to mix all this up in just a few minutes. Okay, so back to over here. Okay, so my potatoes are good to go. So the first thing that I do is I add the butter. Okay, just put a couple dabs here, there, depending on how much you're making, like I said. And what I do is I just use my 5 fingers, my 10 fingers to kind of put this together, okay? So I just kind of rub them in, the potatoes. Kind of flip them a little bit. Flip, flip, flip. You just want to make sure you get all that butter in there without breaking them to make sure they're still pretty. And that's why I want to use my fingers, because I just want to kind of massage the butter into the potato. I don't want them to break. So I kind of just want to do that. And I just kind of take a handful like this and just flip, flip. And just make sure you get that all in there. Because I want my slices to stay pretty. So that's why I do the 5 finger things. All right. So once you do that, make sure all that butter is on each and every slice of potato. Okay? And then, after that, that's when you're going to go ahead and add the seasonings, okay? So you kind of want to make sure it looks really pretty with that butter. So I have to go quick wash my hands. One sec. Alright, so once you have that butter all in there completely, very beautifully, just like that, you just want to make sure they're all little touched with love. 5 finger touch of love. 10 fingers. However. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is grab that garlic parsley, that seasoning I used in the yuca on my last dish. Like I said, use this for, instead of vice versa, the salt and pepper. Trust me. Last but least, you just want to add a pinch, and that's why I'm taking the lid off. You just want to add a pinch of that salt garlic. Okay, so that's, where is it at? the soft garlic. And you just want to put a pinch of that. That's it. Just a slight pinch. And I'm just going to put a little bit more because I wasn't able to grab a good pinch. So, again, and that has a real strong garlic flavor, as you know, so that's why I like to add that in as well. All right, so we're just about almost done for the final yum, right? Okay, so the rice is done, everything's done. So up next, I'm going to shoot this out. This is how the potato should look, so beautiful. Look up closely with all those seasonings, all the butter up in there, melted very nicely. You want to keep your potatoes looking very pretty as well, because I like to do my plating. I'm a perfectionist. I like garnishing. I like doing all that. So when I do my dishes, and those of you that really know my dishes would know that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot this out. Then next we're going to do the eggs. And we're going to do the garnishing for on top of the rice. We're going to use the skin of the lemon and the skin of the granny apples. So don't miss it. So happy you guys are watching, and thank you so much. So stay tuned for the final yum and the final thought for the night.